Happy Monday, Monday. You can trust that day. And today is Monday again. That means the show today. Why am I singing? I don't know. But, oh, look at that. I caught myself shaving. You're going to look there the whole time now, aren't you? Welcome to the show, everybody. As always, I'm David Burrows, your host for the next little bit, And today, if you're watching live, of course, the election day all across everywhere. Municipal elections taking place. And I really do hope that you take the time to get out and do your part, right? Do your part. You have a say. And today's the day to get out, right? So here in Sarnia, of course, we'll be keeping an eye on that coming up a little bit later on. I was asked if I was going to be down there broadcasting live. And this year I just decided that, I've got some schedule conflict, and I just thought, just let some of the other media handle that. You'll be able to go online and find the elections or go right on down to City Hall, right? So today, election day, an important day. Make sure you take advantage of your right to vote. That's all I got to say about that. Should be interesting, though. So I guess I do have more to say. It should be interesting. I mean, obviously Mayor Mike Bradley running again, and Nathan Colquhoun, the only opponent there. But there's lots of people running for city council, county council. I think we'll see some new faces in this time, right? So time will tell, and we'll be checking out, posting the election results coming up a little bit later on today. Hope you've had a great weekend. Wow, thank you, Mother Nature. Woo! Jennifer and I got out on Sunday on the motorcycle yesterday, right, if you're watching live, and it was like a summer day. And there were motorcycles everywhere, so all kinds of people out in groups and individuals. And Jennifer and I, we ended up going to Wallaceburg. We had a great home-cooked meal there for lunch. I forget the name of the place, but it's right in the middle. It just says home cooking up there. And it was definitely and super friendly. And then we ended up in Thamesville and Watford, and it was a great day. So I think let's keep enjoying it while we can, right? We'll see what happens there. So I hope you had a great weekend, and always want to jump in and say thank you to our sponsors. We've got a new sponsor in there as well. Thanks to Blue Water Power Group of Companies for coming on board and supporting us here on the show. And congratulations recently to them for winning one of the Chamber Awards, the Business Achievement Awards, I should say, put on by the Chamber of Commerce. I'm a little tongue-tied today. I don't know why. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to all the winners and the nominees at the Chamber Awards, the Business Achievement Awards with the Chamber. So that was held at Sunbridge this year, right? So thanks to Blue Water Power for coming on board. Joe's Discount Tire, you got to get the right tires on. Winter season's coming. Don't wait. And all seasons tires are not really all seasons tires. I can't remember why, but go down there and see them and ask them why all seasons tires. Get those winter tires on and ready. Huron Signs SWO, a part of AG Event Graphics group of companies. 10.5 years here. Thanks to Guy and his staff for supporting us down here for so many years. Super grateful for that. Super grateful to all of our sponsors. And check them out online. Pay them a visit. Give them your support when you can. Well, the Sarnia Sting, boy, oh boy, I got to tell you, this has been quite a ride so far. And, they come out the gate really strong, and then they struggled a little bit. But I find fans, just sports fans in general, a little unforgiving, like, it's like, yeah, when they're scoring, and then when they're down, they're like calling them names. It's like, listen, it's still early, right? We're like, I don't know, what are we, 7 or 8 games in, and there's like a whole many more to go, 55, 60 games. I don't really know the exact number. There's a whole bunch left. So let's get out and support your Sarnia Sting. You can go to sarniasting.com to buy your tickets. The in-game experience is amazing. Jake Burry and his team down there have worked really hard to make it exciting to go to a Sarnia Sting game. So get online to sarniasting.com and buy your tickets. Now, of course, we'll go back a little bit. Flint Firebirds were in town. They were looking for some payback as well, and they come out on top. Boy, this was a tough game. In overtime it went to, but the Sarnia Sting played a good game. I thought that maybe the first 5 minutes of the first period were like, ooh, what's going on here? But overall, I really do think that they played a really good game, even though coming one short in overtime. And you can see the post-game press conferences, the Video Show Network. produces that, and I'm there running the show as well along with that. So you can check that out on the Sarnia Sting Facebook page or here on my Facebook page as well. Then the Niagara Ice Dogs came into town. This was an exciting one. The post-game press conference, I wanted to say, were you looking for a dramatic ending? Wow. Sarnia Sting at one point up 4-1, and then Niagara Ice Dogs would come back to tie it 4-4, and we're like, what is going on here? How did that change? But then the final score would come out as the Sting were able to close the deal 5-4. But it was definitely a dramatic ending. And again, post-game press conference available on the Facebook page. It was like my heart was like, I was like, what just happened? I'm sure the Sarnia Sting were kind of going, what just happened as well. So listen, there's lots going on this weekend. Then we're going to talk about a special event coming up here in a moment, but I wanted to give a shout out to my friends Beer Store Money and down that coming to Paddy Flaherty's this Saturday, October the 29th, to get into the spooky mood, if you will. And look at that. They're like the Ghostbusters there. I haven't seen Beer Store Money in a while, and I miss getting out. I just haven't been able to. My schedule hasn't allowed, but I'm hoping to maybe sneak down there later in the night. Paddy Flaherty's and Beer Store Money putting on a spooky, fun night, I'm sure. Beer Store Money's always fun. No matter where they're playing, they're having a good time. So looking forward to that. And lots of entertainment happening around. But we want to talk about the kids, the Halloween thing is coming up. That's right. And the Sarnia Street Cruisers have come back to make it bigger than better than last year. It's called the Trunk or Treat. And I was able to catch up with a few members. There's 2 there, but there might actually be 3 split personalities going on with one of these folks in this interview. We're going to talk to the Sarnia Street Cruisers, and they're going to tell us all about what to expect at this year's Trunk or Treat at Hiawatha. 'Tis the season. Well, 'tis the season for spookiness and ghoulness and fun, and somehow cars got into all of this. It happened last year. The Sarnia Street Cruisers got together and said, why not keep Halloween and spooky season going down at Canatera Park? But this year, it's go big or go home. They're headed out to Hiawatha this year for the, I'm assuming this is going to be an annual Trunk or Treat. Welcome to Kris and I think Charles.
Charles it is, yeah.
Right on. So this was off to a great start last year, and actually it was pretty overwhelming, I think, for everybody who was involved, but it turned out great. And now you're at Hiawatha. Kris, let's start with you. Where's all this excitement coming from with the Street Cruisers and Halloween?
Oh, this is going to be so much bigger than last year and so much more fun. We have extra activities that are going on. We have scaregrams coming.
Scaregrams?
We have police coming. We have Crime Stoppers. We have fire. We have a monster truck. And we have got all of us with our trunks full of candy. And we have very generous sponsors that have helped us out because last year we ran out and had to run out and replenish. So this year we are much more prepared, hopefully, for all the kids that we're hoping come to this event. So it's going to be fantastic.
I've been noticing in the Sarnia Street Cruisers group on Facebook, there are a ton of sponsors. Too long of a list to go through them all, but I know that people can go there. I know you've been giving recognition to the sponsors every day leading up to the event. Wow, what a response from the community, not just the business community, but just personal, like just individuals going, hey, I want to do something here too. Did you really expect this kind of response? Charles, what's your response to that?
Well, the response is really good for Sarnia. Especially when it's all going to the kids, that's the most important part of the kids. And last year when they Sarnia Street Cruisers invited me down to do a little bit of talking on the microphone there for that Vince guy there. Things turned out pretty good. And like Kris was mentioning, we ran out of candy. And we had some really good guys in the group that ran out and grabbed some more candy and kind of replenished what we had. Made the event finish. We did run out of candy a second time. But this year, Sarnia, Atlantic County, and even farther have reached out with us with all our committee we have. And
nice.
Man, I can tell you right now, we've got a number, 118 sponsors.
118 sponsors.
Unbelievable. Wow. It's amazing. And, when they called me to come down to do this interview with you, the big star here in Sarnia there, I was like, David Burrows, I'm there. I said, I want to see. I've never met him, but through the microphone and through the camera, it's a pretty good looking dude there. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I try to keep clean shaven anytime I can. Listen, so beyond the sponsors, though, I mean, you've got Sarnia Police, the Crime Stoppers, the fire department. Some of the fire guys are going to be there. And I know people are excited for Preferred Towing from Heavy Rescue 401. They're bringing the big rotator out there as well.
Yeah, the movie stars. Yeah, the movie star guys. Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, the big celebrities of Sarnia, right?
Yeah. But I think the big attraction, Dave, is Star Wars.
Well, I'm excited for that. I heard a rumor like R2D2 might be there.
R2D2. Some other one called Mando. I don't know much about Star Wars, but Mando sounds pretty creepy, eh?
Right.
Yeah. They got scouts and they got a trooper. I remember reading that. And Ray, I don't know who Ray is. It's a girl, I think. Eh? She's got the big shaver there. Cut your arm off and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Kyle and I think much more. I heard Windsor Star Wars is coming up, and a local guy near Dean McGinnis, he's got the 501, the 501 first, I guess they call it. That has an ST on it. I don't understand that part, but they're a Legion, I guess. He's bringing a big tent. He's going to have a bunch of photo ops, and you can meet all these scary Star Wars creatures there and stuff too.
All right, Kris, I want to come back to you. Give Charles a little bit of a break there. What's your favorite part of this Halloween gig?
Well, I love Halloween to begin with, and what I loved about last year was the kids came in dressed up, the parents came dressed up, everybody was dressed up, and the smiles were just. It was such an incredible event, and everybody was so happy, and it was overwhelming. We expected maybe 200 kids there, and we got over 6,000. So we ended up having a lot. So we're prepared for that this year. And it's so fun to give back to the community for this. And giving to kids is the best thing you can do. And this is going to be fantastic. And I hope that all the kids show up. And I hope we have
there's lots going on that weekend because it's, of course, Halloween weekend, I guess, right? So but I know this will be a big part of where people go in their travels for Halloween. And you know what I think is really great about this too, it's never really been talked about, is this is a safe environment for trick-or-treating as well, right? You know, like the parents can be there. You're bringing the children 12 and under. People are getting dressed up, and there are a lot of community partners involved here as well. Now, this goes on from 4 till 6 p.m. on Saturday, October the 29th, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
What kind of are you expecting an even larger response than last year?
Personally, I think we're going to get the same because there's a lot of events going on in Sarnia that weekend.
Okay. And
the weather looks like it's going to be in our favor so far.
Good.
And the best part of it, outside of the kids coming, the parents coming, 12 and under, it's all great. Community living is also coming, and that's a big issue for us. We needed that participant there, and it just makes it complete. And everyone that's coming, we hope they bring a donation because we have the End of the Good Shepherd standing out there. We got a couple of bodyguards with them, and we got to try to drop some donations in that bin. So that'll be the exciting part.
Well, that's really, I've been talking about it every week on the show the last few weeks, and I've been saying, this is all great and wonderful, but there is a catch, and the catch is you need to bring a canned food, at least one canned food donation. We'll take more. Bagfuls would be great. The End of the Good Shepherd, Miles Vanny, has taught me to say that they need 30,000 pounds of food every month, or imagine an empty 20 by 40 swimming pool needs to be filled every month. In fact, it's more than that now since the pandemic, and different people are using their services. So it's really important. I know to everybody, there's a committee that's been putting this all together, working hard and having lots of discussions and getting out there in the community to make this happen. This was really an important part for the street cruisers to have attached was the End of the Good Shepherd.
Yeah, we've done a few events for and with the End of the Good Shepherd in the past too. and they turned out awesome. We filled up vans and barrels and had good drop-offs at the end of the Good Shepherd. So for this, it's going to be a lot larger, and I expect more volume for them.
Now, how many cars? I know you kind of had to limit it to space, but that filled up pretty quickly for these cool cars that are going to be there. How many cars? How many cars are on the list to be?
Yeah, we got room for about 90 cars. And then we'll have a few people that say they can't go because they put salt in the road. I'm like, bummer. But then we'll have 12 more guys that'll fill the spot. They don't care. They'll run right in there. So I'm going to say we'll have about 90 cars.
No, but I mean the cars on display.
Oh, yeah.
That's us.
That's 90 cars, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Now, I can't imagine the creativity. Knowing some of the people in this Street Cruisers group, there's quite some creativity going on. And aside from the two here in front of us here right now, but are we going to see the cars in their natural form, or will they be?
Oh, they'll be decorated,
spooked up and decorated, and
they'll be decorated.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's part of the fun is we're making sure all our trunks are decorated. Some will decorate the cars themselves, but for sure the trunks, because that's where we're giving the candy out of.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, they'll be decorated. We'll be decorated. Everybody will be decorated.
Oh, that's awesome. So the Sarnia Street Cruisers have really done well getting together and pulling this off. And what is it about the Sarnia Street Cruisers that they just seem to want to get together and do stuff for the community? Because I know that things happen through the summertime where you're giving back into the community as a group as well.
All the time. I come down on a few events during the summer, and they're doing the car shows downtown, the walkabout.
Yeah.
So they're supporting all the local business downtown. And then we go get donations, and they're supporting them back. Now, isn't that community giving back to the community? That's an awesome thing. And Kris, I see her at all the car shows, and she's got a reputation, She's that girl off Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit.
I don't know who invited this Charles guy. I was really expecting Houston myself, but
Houston unfortunately was busy tonight. He's got some committee stuff to do to make sure that the event runs smooth.
Right.
And,
well, Kris,
David Charles.
You didn't warm him.
I did not warm him.
Kris, you're supposed to keep Charles in line, not just this isn't Charles in charge,
I do my best for the group. They invite me back. I must do something right. I'm a little disappointed though, because last trunk or treat, they come up to me and the guy says, "Hey, nice costume." And I just kind of looked at him and said,
"Right, hey, we got to give. I know there's a long list of sponsors there, but I think it's appropriate to give a shout out to Mr. Henderson at Hiawatha, right?
Jimmy.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we're like this, man. He's cool.
That was so awesome that he's given us the place to put it on this year, all the room, and it's much safer for the kids this way too.
We didn't have to sell it to him. He was all over.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, he's always been a big part of the community, giving back as well. I say it almost every show because we talk a lot of community here, but when it comes to Lambton County and this community getting together to make things happen and to give back in the community, I think nobody beats Lambton County as far as I'm concerned.
Strong. It's very strong.
So going to be nice and safe. We're supporting the End of the Good Shepherd. And the big kids from Sarnia Street Cruisers are going to have some fun with the little kids coming for trick-or-treating. So mom and dad need to bring them along. This is for kids 12 and under. And don't forget the donation for the End of the Good Shepherd. And I'm going to be there live on location. I guess I suppose I got to wear a costume too, right? So I'll have to figure. I still got to figure that out.
You'll figure it out.
I can't just come as a talk show guy.
You have to do something.
I just be James Bond? No, probably not. I'll figure it out. I've got a plan already. Listen, thanks so much for seriously for both of you. And I know there's a large committee that's been working hard since last year to pull this off. And I know I'm looking forward to being there, and we'll be live on location to show everybody. But it's all happening on Saturday, October the 29th from 4 to 6 p.m. Don't wait till 5. Get there early so you can get
there early. The lines are going to move fast this time. Nobody will not have candy this year. It's going to be fantastic.
And we do have a rain date.
And then the candy's really the small part. You get to see the Star Wars characters and have DJ Vince is going to be there, I think, playing the music, right?
Oh, yeah. The Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. Wow. Maybe we should have karaoke and you can sing the Monster Mash for us, Charles.
Don't encourage him.
Right?
I do a good Monster Mash.
All right. I'm not sure I should have brought that up in the first place. Thank you both for being here. Before I let you go back and do some more planning for the event, anything we missed you want to put out there?
Let me check my Christmas list here. Hold on a second.
There will be a rain date of the 30th, but we are hoping that there is no rain on the 29th because we want everything to be a go. We have all the first responders and everything outside of us.
Right.
And we're kept a little bit separate, but we have Sarnia Police, Lambton OPP, Fire.
Oh, yeah, we got bathrooms too.
Oh, yep, we have bathrooms.
Yep, we have bathrooms for male, female, and for anyone in a wheelchair or needs extra help. It's going to be extra.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sarnia Street Cruisers event, October the 29th. It's going to be a lot of fun, I'm predicting. And the weather's looking good so far. So mark it down on your calendars so you can join us. Kris and Charles, thanks so much for your time here. And we'll see you for the spooky trunk or treat on the 29th.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
All right. Thank you, Kris. And Charles / somebody else. I'm not sure what was happening there, but it was a fun interview. And that's the kind of fun and shenanigans you can expect down at Hiawatha for the Sarnia Street Cruisers Trunk or Treat. It's going to be huge. And, you know, there's huge community support. Check them out in the Sarnia Street Cruisers group on Facebook. And they're giving thanks to all of the sponsors. This community has come together once again to put on something special. And this year it's for the kids 12 and under. Don't forget your canned food donation for the Inn of the Good Shepherd. I'll be there live on location. So you big kids who can't make it out, you can watch the fun online or just, stand from the road and just watch it online. Anyway, thanks to the Sarnia Street Cruisers for their support here in our community. They're constantly giving back. They recently gave some money to St. Joseph's Hospice and other community organizations as well. Can't wait to see what's next coming there. But first, let's get down to Hiawatha, October 29th, 4 to 6 p.m. For the Sarnia Street Cruisers Trunk or Treat event. Hey, I just want to say thanks once again to our sponsors, Blue Water Power Group of Companies, Joe's Discount Tire, and of course, Huron Signs SWO. And hey, what about all of you? Thank you so much for coming here and watching every week. Please take the time to click the share button. The share button is the most important button you can click to spread the message of my guests here on the show. That's why we do the show, so we can get the message out there. Click that share button. Do it right now. Now click the like or something. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend. I will see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.